Hello, welcome back. It's Jason and Lindsay with Every Door Real Estate. Today we're going to talk about terms versus price. Super interesting topic. Okay, so just this week already, we have put 3 new homes under contract. And believe it or not, we were not the highest priced offer. But we did win because we had better terms. It's not always about price. In fact, I would say that in this market, it's about risk to the seller.
And so there's structure changes to an offer that can give you that edge where you aren't the top offering price and you still walk away with the home. So I'm going to run you through those. First one was an inspection contingent offer. Ours was not inspection contingent. We pre-inspected. So 6 offers on the table. There was one about 20 grand higher than ours. House wasn't in the best shape. We went and pre-inspected, knowing that it was unlikely a lot of other people were going to do that. We ended up winning $20,000 under the top offer simply because we removed that second step of negotiation that the seller was going to face. 20 grand saved. Right? Seller understands if I go under contract with one of these other guys, likely they're going to beat me up on inspection. We removed that concern or that worry from that seller's mind. The second was around appraisal. So appraisal is essentially the bank making sure that they aren't going to lend too much money on the home versus the home's actual value. And we had a buyer with a little bit extra cash. So rather than putting all that money down, we added what's called an appraisal buffer to the offer that said if the appraisal comes in low, this buyer's willing to bring 20 grand of cash over and above their down payment and closing costs to make up that gap.
Super important to a seller. It gives them reassurance if it doesn't appraise that there's some room there.
We rushed the appraisal. Appraisal actually came in at value, cost us nothing to put that contingency in there. Didn't cost the buyer a thing. They got the house for about 10 grand under what the top offer was. It's a big savings, right? We're talking about $10,000. And the third one was around financing. So this is a tough one. You can waive financing altogether. In this particular case, we didn't have to do that. What we did do is we had our buyer fully underwritten by the time they started making offers. Essentially what that means is that the lender, and we use someone that was local, which is the other critical component of this, has seen all of that buyer's financials rather than maybe just pulling credit and looking at a bank account.
Super important.
When they pull all the financials, the lender can be far more confident. And when we present a pre-approval letter that says this person's been fully underwritten, that seller knows that that buyer's already been through the ringer that traditionally happens throughout the country after you go under contract on a home.
Yep.
So once again, it's one more thing that the seller doesn't have to worry about, right? Sellers want to sell their home. That's the goal. They want as much as they can for the house, but getting to that closing line and moving on with their life, I'd argue, is more important in the vast majority of cases.
You know, you said it in a really good way. It might make a little more sense for you. The price is one line on an offer. The terms are the other 20 pages. You know, if you have an understanding of how to manipulate the terms in the seller's favor that's more attractive, you don't have to pay more all the time.
So 3 wins this week where we weren't the top offer. We're excited about these. Wasn't the only 3 homes we put under contract, but it's nice to have wins where our buyer isn't the top price and still walks with the home.
Yep, and they're not shopping anymore. So now they're collecting equity.
So thanks for joining us. Again, it's Jason and Lindsay from Every Door Real Estate. We hope you have a great week.
Thank you.